All right, our ZenPirates. This is Linseed, the half-orc druid, here, and of course you're encountering me inside the realm of Baldur's Gate 3. But I want to point out on the planet Earth, I'm actually sitting here with my parrot Cervantes and my knee. Going to make this a special literary commentary video for the crew of our ZenPirates as they have assembled so far. And let's see, we got a who do we got in here? Ego has made an appointment, dropped his username into the scuttlebutt here, as it were. And Labraticus showed up with a post recently. I was glad to see him, even if his somewhat daring move was to come in and challenge that he was going to try to pirate ZenPirates away from me, the subreddit itself. That's good. That's actually the most piratical thing you could have done. That's why you're actually getting a response, right? Because I wasn't expecting anyone to actually step up to the challenge, you know. But that was funny. That was good. So we're here. Here we are. Lindsay, the half-orc druid. And so this the character that's just one of the game characters next to me, and a very funny character that I played through on my first played with as played with in my first playthrough. But this time I respec them as a monk. It is crazy how much damage a monk deals. Holy shit, that is a powerful and very fun class. Kind of like my striker, just runs in, has tons of movement speed, throws down a ton of DPS. Super, super fun. I didn't have a monk in my first playthrough. But so, because this is Zen Pirates and this is a Zen themed, there was a Zen pirate themed post, I figured having a monk along as witness was a good idea. But we have a really exciting project. In fact, you know what? I wish you guys could kind of join me in here, because that's what we're going to do is one of the crew of the thus far assembled crew of ours and pirates is going to be forced to walk the plank today. But we're gonna do it. It'll be kind of like a case because we can recreate. Uh, we can make a historical event recorded on video here. But first of all, and so this is the thing: is this location is actually a monastery in the game, and you can go explore it, and maybe there'll be some fun videos for Zen Pirates in the future, looking into the monastery. But today, this is just a very special video for the first time around. In the first way, we're going to start this off. So Linseed here, the character is a half orc druid, and I don't know. Have I ever mentioned to you guys that I like blue jays? Uh, we have stellar jays where I live, and it's really interesting because my gardening teacher lives 200 yards away, and his yard is completely dominated by magpies. And magpies like go after all the fish he feeds his dog and dog treats, etc., and they're all over in his trees. I don't get magpies in my yard. I only get Stellar's jays. And I get a lot of them. There's like a family of Stellar's jays that like basically camps my yard because they like the type of detritus that it produces. They're also really good at like um, they take advantage of the squirrels because the squirrels make a mess and the Stellar Jays come in and clean it up. They pick clean my dog's entire living area where all his crumbs and stuff are. But for whatever reason, the Stellar's Jay finds that they made their territory in my yard, and I don't see magpies. One might fly by in the top of a tree, but like they don't come down in my yard and hang out and steal food like the magpies do in my garden teacher's yard. So basically, I like Stellar's Jays. I have a window in my summer cabin where I put some seed out on a plank, and then they come onto the end of the plank. And it used to be right where I would boil my tea, so I would just open the window, extend the plank with some seed on it in the afternoon, and while my water was heating, the Stellar's Jay would come down and eat the seeds off of it while I was standing there. It was just kind of fun stuff you can do. Jays are fun, but as a kid, though, we had the classic, the classic blue jay in Ohio, the Midwestern blue jay there, and I like those as a kid. They were very fun. But so I just wanted to say that before coming over here, and this is how we're going to introduce the case. Is we're going to talk to this blue jay about the local monastery and see what the problem is. See what's going on.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Did someone steal something from you?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
You know, that sounds like a really shady monastery, doesn't it? Eagles coming along and preying on all the blue jays. Let's continue this conversation though.
Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
You know, as someone who lives around a ton of eagles, I can't disagree with that. Oh, look at this option. The druid Linseed has the option to fight the eagles and get the nest back. Interesting. Now let's see. Let's take the conversation a little further. Why the roof of the monastery? I'm also not going to ask whose nest that was.
Spot for food.
Oh, the roof of the
It's not
monastery.
even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
That is the truest thing I've heard about a monastery, right? Okay. Let's see my options here. I don't have time for petty bird squabbles. Do you want me to go and deal with the eagles for you? And then nature. Try and figure out what these lizards might be. We know what they are. They're trolls. All right, we're going to go up to number 2. Do you want me to go and deal with the eagles for you? I like blue jays, like I said.
You killing an eagle?
Oops. True. That's a good point.
If you think you can, then please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can. A little intimidating that he looks me up and down and says, "There's no way you could kill an eagle." But we're gonna just agree with the bird for the sake of the activity we're engaged in here, which isn't gonna have anything to do with the eagles on the monastery roof. They can stay up there for now. I might not. I've met them before. I might just leave them there this time. Who knows? But I'm gonna tell the blue jay. We'll see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles.
Rude is true.
Deserve a little competence.
That's also true. I agree with the bird. I'll probably end up helping him out in the long run. All right, so this is what we're really doing. That was just an intro to set the scene. Where did my... Oh, here we go. Here's my mug. All right, you. Get back in my party. So we're going to have to jaunt back to the camp because I'm going to do something real fun here. So have you cats ever read the Odyssey? There's this time when... by the way, I think you know... Baldur's Gate 3 is really fun because it's this nice piece of art focused in Dungeons and Dragons, and like when you look at the world we're in today, especially on the news, it's like some people are living in hell kind of at the moment, aren't they? You know, things are rough in the news. But anyway, in the Odyssey, there's this great scene where Achilles, or no, sorry, where Achilles' shade is encountered in the underworld. Odysseus goes down to the underworld to confront some shades and get some advice and figure some shit out. And he runs into his old pal Achilles, who's dead. And it's a fun scene, And I was thinking about that when I was setting up this project here for our ZenPirates, and I was like, you know what? I can kind of simulate plucking up some old friends into the underworld inside of Baldur's Gate 3 here. Right in front of your eyes. In fact, I'm going to summon 2 of you here, and we'll see how this works. But this fella here, he's seen better days, kind of cosmetically. But his name is Withers, and he's here to help you hire hirelings. Is one of the things he does. I've never done this, so this is my first time doing this. But this is how I'm gonna instead of doing some weirdo magic ceremony like Odysseus had to do back in the day, I'm just gonna summon you through Withers here. Right, and we'll see how it works out. I'll just take what options are there. Good.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said instead of doing some weird magic ritual. All right, I'd like to talk about hiring hirelings. All right, recruit a hireling. Here we go. All right, I don't know how this works exactly, but I'll get you in here. I'm gonna get 2 of you in here right now. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna go based on class because that's what makes most sense. So don't look at this and think I'm choosing you based on like the race. Like this guy's a half elf. I'm choosing this based on definitely the class. So the first character who's coming in here, who I'm summoning right out of our ZenPirates, is a fella named Lab Radicus, right? Because I don't know if I would do anything without, especially if I'm about to have to go explore a whole monastery here. I don't know if I'd want to go without this fella Lab Radicus at my side. I've always been fond of him. You know, in fact, I was looking through the comments in Zen Pirates, and he made a nice one. You know, unlike some other people, he made a really nice comment. I was like, it was a nicely put together comment. So, and this is a joke. It don't mean nothing, but I'm choosing a sorcerer character for him, just because it's funny, right? It doesn't mean nothing. I'm not trying to say nothing with that. Now we got to find a good look. That definitely does not look like the Labraticus whose words I read. We're just going to randomize this until we get there. Let's get in there. Ooh, that one was actually pretty solid, and my thumb went by it too fast. No, no. I don't know why I like that haircut for you. That might be me fucking with you as far as I know. Just gotta. That feels right there, doesn't it? This is Labraticus. All right. But you know, I think his hair is a different color, so we're just gonna change the hair color. You know, that's it. But everything else looks good about this guy. What we got here? It's a little lighter. You know, there really isn't like a yellowish hair, is there? Maybe there's blonde up here or something. Ah, that's ugly. Well, I don't know. No, that's ugly. There we go. There we go. That's good hair, but you know what now? I gotta admit, I don't like his eye makeup. I don't know if we need eye makeup, do we? Do we even need it? No makeup. There we go. All right. Now we got Labraticus, the high elf sorcerer, is joining our party. Oh, I actually have to pay in-game gold for this, so I hope you guys appreciate that I'm putting my real resources on the line for this art, right? Now here comes the special one. Labraticus is here because it wouldn't, you know, we need to bring at least two Arzan pirates into the scenario to legitimize it, right? Like the video game character didn't really. It's a monk, but it doesn't really, you know, count for nothing. So here we go to Withers again.
Say, dost thou require a new ally?
I
Very
do.
well.
I'm paying my own coin for it too.
Choose.
All right, Withers. Let's see here who we got. I don't even know. I haven't even put a single damn thought into this class. So, oh, you can choose the race, huh? Oh no, you can't. That's not something you can change. All right, all right. Oh, because they're south. Yeah, they're like. Okay, here we go. So we got a barbarian, a bard, a cleric, a druid, a fighter, a monk, a paladin, a ranger, a rogue, a warlock, and a wizard. Oh, you know what? I think warlock is the right one. And it's funny because I did not have this. This is like a evil dwarf. I didn't. Don't read into that. They're, you know, whatever. They're fine. I did not have a short character in mind. I had a warlock in mind for this individual. So we'll go to the appearance, and this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to randomize it first, and then oh wait, this is a. Oh, you know what? I don't think you can do. Huh. I don't think you can lets you change the identity, but I guess it's stuck with the gender. The game is like pretty advanced, so I guess we're gonna have to. Well, you know what? You're just a username to me. I don't fucking know what gender you are. You know, and this is just there. The identity I set it to male, so whatever it randomizes as is just gonna. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I think that's the warlock we're looking for, right? Um, by the way, this is a plank walking video. Someone's gonna an ZenPirates already walking the plank already. But don't worry, we'll give you a nice send off, as well as reading out the verdict, right? So here we go. 2-bit moment. The evil dwarf warlock. You know, when I look at this feller here in front of me and I compare it to the writing of your comments, it fits, right? It fits. So I think we got the right guy. Here we go. How dramatic, though. Plank walking, the first ZenPirates big video. All right, you cats all coming? Got Labraticus. We got Labraticus level 1. I'm not even going to level yous up. You're going to 2-bit moments walking the plank as a level 1 dwarf. All right. All right, here we go. But I brought you to the most scenic spot you can imagine, in front of a real monastery. We've got a monk as a witness and one of your friends or acquaintances from our ZenPirates here to provide company, as it were, on your way out the door. So we got this all set up already. It's going to be fun. A little ride down as we discuss the verdict. Get over here. Yeah, sometimes they don't all jump. There we go. Good job. Good job, crew. All right. You guys didn't know where this subreddit was heading, did you? You're like, man, that Linseed's been awful quiet. It's like, well, he had to go learn how to play a video game again before he could come back with some literary content. All right, here we go. Here we go, crew. See, there's that monastery. I mean, look at how nice that looks. Look at what a beautiful spot I chose for you. You know, a real monastery too, and everything, right? So these are the issues we've had with you in our ZenPirates, really, and you know, you've got a particular comment style, and this isn't about how you comment to Linseed, the username, particularly, although Linseed might enjoy the session particularly because of that. You know, you're thematically, you don't, what is it that you don't? You don't seem to have a good grasp on conversation, right? Because you choose themes that aren't conversational. You know, like you keep popping up and talking about, I mean, obviously not Zen. You'll talk about, you know, our Zen, you know, sometimes, which isn't that interesting when the our Zen content itself is that bad. But I get the point. We all, you know, interacted for a significant period of time in our Zen, so that's fine. But then, like, the themes you choose aren't ever conversational. You're always talking about weird stuff like communism and like political identities. The other day there was a toxic masculinity thing you fucking pinged me for or something. Like, what the fuck, you know? But that's just Linseed's like being like, well, you might not be walking the plank if it weren't for that too. But the real reason you're walking the plank is because you came in here to ZenPirates and you tried to hijack it and use it to advertise subreddits of much lower literary quality, right? Including some sham poetry slam, right? And that's not what ZenPirates is for, dude. That's not what the subreddit's for. Right, Linseed. You know, I could not be happier with Arzen not having a poetry slam in it. I was fully behind that idea like 2 months ago. I think that's good. And you know, if you guys want to have your poetry slam over, that's fine too. And even if you want to invite me to it, that's fine. You know, if I'm around, you know, and there's good poems in there, maybe I'll contribute. But you're gonna have to, you know, just play that by ear. But to come over to our ZenPirates and make an OP advertising, well, our Zen, a subreddit of what I will call inferior literary quality, and then, you know, an Arzen satellite subreddit with their, like, you know, poetry slam in exile, and to try to use ZenPirates to shop that lower literary quality stuff around. That's just unacceptable in our ZenPirates. And you're going to see how seriously we take that here. Our ZenPirates is going to have its own poetry contests, right? And look, fellas, you might have to be a little patient with me, right? For one, it's rained for like 4 months, and for two, like, I really got dementia. It is hard to write right now, and like this time of year is really hard for me to write words. And so I like to take a lot of time examining my mind and kind of studying how to write again. And then, sometimes around January, February, March, maybe then I'll be producing a verse again in a new way. And then maybe that would be the time to launch our ZenPirates' poetry contest. Right? But in the meantime, that doesn't mean that you can come in there and put up a flyer for some lame-ass poetry slam after you got chased out of a Zen subreddit of inferior literary quality for reasons I don't even want to imagine nor care about. Right? You guys are on the lam because you can't write good poetry. That is hardly my fault, and you can't come in here and advertise and get attention for your poetry slam in exile by trying to come to a subreddit that features much higher quality literature. Right? And you might laugh because you might be saying, well, you haven't really put any content in here yet, so how do you know it's of superior quality? And you know what? I'll just tell you. We're just going to assume that's the case. That's what we're going to do. Because I've read what's going on in the other places, and we're just going to assume that that's the case. So yeah, so this is why you're walking the plank, 2-bit moment. Labraticus, on the other hand, he comes in and makes a post. It's pretty funny. Right out of the gate, he's like, yeah, I might pirate this subreddit. I might steal it from you. That's at least an act of piracy, right? Like that fake advertising thing, that isn't an act of piracy. Oh, look at that chasm. Anyway, those are the charges. The verdict has already been reached because I'm the moderator of the ZenPirates subreddit. I know that might seem a little authoritarian for people coming from our Zen, which is such a democratic place with multiple voices weighing in on things. But that's not like that in ZenPirates. Pirates, they're an association of equals, but when one has a harbor and invites other equals in to use it, it's still their harbor, right? And like, that's probably the way it's going to stay. But I'm real excited about the subreddit and the content I'm going to put forward. And so this is part of it. This is one of the first things here is let's line up all of our crew to witness the carrying out of this sentence, which will be, under 2-bit moment, the evil dwarf, the Dwergar, whatever you pronounce that, I don't even know, under their own power, right? We're not going to push them. We're just going to walk the plank.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
We'll get some witnesses up here to watch this. It'll be pretty good.
Is that blood? No,
There you go.
never mind.
Here we go, 2-bit moment. Oh, did I say follow me? I did not, did I? Remember, this is also practice for me being able to stage my videos in here. So, stagecraft is tricky. You don't even want to know how much work it is learning how to use this game so you can use scenes and settings and stuff like that. You don't want to know it. All right.
Never a dull moment.
Here we go. Never dull moments. That's true as shit. All right. There we got the monastery in the background. See, I got an eye for this stuff, though. I don't know if you guys ever really appreciate Linseed's eye. I just don't know.
Let's get going.
All right. Here we got 2-bit moment with Linseed, the half-orc druid, a monk witness in the center, and then Labraticus, the sorcerer. And we are in front of what is known as the Rosy Morn Monastery for the carrying out of the verdict of for 2-bit moment here, who's going to have to walk the plank because of his actions in this very subreddit. Oh, you know what? Before we do it, let's just get a screenshot, right? Let's get a screenshot of 2-bit moments first and only appearance in Baldur's Gate 3, because once you come down here and walk the plank, Your character's not coming back, right? But the rest of you, if you want to come explore Baldur's Gate 3 alongside Linseed the Half-Orc Druid here, make good content in the forum, and perhaps you will find yourself starring in a scene as well. So here we go. We're just gonna. Oh, I can't do a screenshot because I'm recording. No biggie. I can take it out of the video. All right. So here we go. You guys ready? Look at this. Look at this beautiful last moment you get. 2-bit moment. The one and only time you got to come into this world, right? Faerun, it's called. Yeah. Here we go. Enjoy your view. You did make it here, though. You did. You came and you assaulted ZenPirates, and you put a little, you know, well, you made an attempt, right? That's what got you here to this ledge you're about to jump off of. Thanks for participating. Like I said, that was pretty ridiculous, so I hope this is nice and cinematic for you. Peace. There you go. Au revoir.